Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Joey again. You're watching Vegas D-Tech. I'm out here today with...
Hi guys, Maria here. Welcome back.
We hope you guys are doing well. We came back out here today to Las Vegas Boat Harbor because I wanted to come back out here. I told you that I was going to come back every like 2 weeks. Instead of 7 days, we're going to come back in 14 to come out to these markers out here to take a look and see just how much of this 12 feet of water that we've gained, how much of it has come back, and can we actually see it. And we're going to come back out here right now to go to those markers that we left, the flag and the harbor anchor, and we want to see just how much of that water has come back in. So follow us out here, guys, and we'll take a look together. Alright everybody, so before we get too deep into today's video, let's go ahead and get into the Lake Mead water report. Currently today at Lake Mead, the water level is going to be 1,052.91 feet, and we have a temperature today of 95 degrees. If we take a look at the inbound-outbound flow coming into Lake Mead today, we have 21,256 cubic feet per second coming in, with a release of 13,938 cubic feet per second going out. And that's going to give us a differential of 7,318 between the two. If we take a look at the gains for the week, we have the last 3 days, we've got 0.17, 0.26, and 0.28 feet on the rise here, guys. And if we convert that over, we're going to be getting 0.71 feet or 8.52 inches for the past 3 days. And if we take a look at the past 14 days, we're up 2.26 feet, or if we convert it to inches, 27.12 inches. All right, guys, so we're down on Swim Beach, Boulder Beach, Swim Beach area. And I'm going to show you some evidence here of definitely water gain that you can actually see for yourself. So I'm going to spin you around here. Now take a look at this. All this water that you see right here, that levee right there, everything beyond that was out of water, and you were able to go all the way out there and park your cars, right? Like this is where you would actually park your cars, and you would go out there to swim. But you could just see all this. This is all new water that just came in. All new stuff right here. So everything along this line right here is where the cars used to be able to park. And then beyond that, this was all like your open beach area that you could put your tables and chairs. And then you would just swim beyond that. But you could just see that the water has come all the way up through here. Beautiful, man. Snowpack melt. And we used to walk up here, this little berm right here, there was a little cutout over here. that you could walk through. And just last summer, all of this right here was out of water. But as you can see here, we're back into the water. A couple of crocs down there. Like I said, you would park your car. You would literally park your car right here. This would prevent you from coming any further. They didn't want the cars coming any further than this. And then from this point on, this was all beach. Everything you see here, all these green weeds, that was out of water, obviously. And then beyond that would be where the water line was. That's actually park services. Oh no, what have we here? Dude, that is a big carp, man. Look at that. That is huge. But somebody already ate his eyeball out. That's a huge carp, man. I mean, compared to the size of that bottle, and look at the size of that fish. Why did he die though, huh? Alrighty guys, so we're back out at the spot where I left that flag just 2 weeks ago, okay? And sadly, I'm looking out here and I can't see it. I don't know if somebody came out here and took it down. I mean, after all, I think it was like that Dukes of Hazzard Confederate flag that might have pissed somebody off. I don't know, I doubt it. But I'm gonna point you off right between these two rocks where I had left it. And right over here, guys, right about in this area here where these rocks are, these two rocks right here, whoa, the water's coming in on me as we speak. Right between where those two rocks are, that's exactly where I had that stick pushed in, right about here. And as you can see, this water has come and took it in. Now, we're gonna do one better. So right over my shoulder here, back here, this is gonna be that harbor boat anchor right here. Now just take a look at how much this water has come in since last 2 weeks and where it's at right now. So you guys can clearly see right here how all the water is coming in, right? And it's cutting in, it's making little coves, right? So right to here. But just take a look, man, there's that boat anchor. That was about 30 to 50 feet away last week. That's where it was from the water. And this week, take a look at where the water's at. Right here. Boom. So I'm thinking probably within today or tomorrow, with the way the water has been coming in, we should see this thing come up here and start consuming that and taking it back in. So if we come back out here next week, I'm pretty sure this guy will be underwater. So just this last Monday, the 3 lower basin states have agreed to do some water cutbacks, and they've brought this agreement to the table. Now, they've agreed to do so pending that the federal government is going to pay them to use less water. So basically right now, the federal government agrees to pay the farmers, native tribes, the states and water agencies for cutting back and using less water. Now, Joe Biden has agreed to pay from the $1.2 billion that he set aside to the Department of Interior Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. He has $1.2 billion that he can appropriate to pay off farmers not to use water. So as it goes right now, Native American tribes will receive $213 million for their share of not using water and leaving the water in the Colorado. And then what he plans to do is they're paying farmers up to $528 per cubic acre feet to not use water, okay? In hopes that the farmers will adapt to new technologies that will make their farming more water efficient. Now, the farmers balk at the idea of doing so because essentially it leaves the impression that they never needed that much water to begin with. And you know, the farmers of the Imperial Valley have the most senior rights to water, and that stems all the way back to 1901. Now, the problem that we see here is that the farmers can receive up to $528 per acre feet that they don't use. And they look at that and they say, you know what, $528 per acre feet, which is double the standard for water conservation cutbacks. It's double the amount that they were paying. The farmers look at that and they say, well, you know what, $528 per acre feet, if I were to plant my crop, the yield produced would make me much more money than the $528 that the government wants to give me. And that's the problem right now, is that the farmers just feel that they can make more money if they just planted their farms instead of taking the water money that the government gives them. Many of the university professors that are studying water say that this is just a band-aid solution. You can't just continue to pay people to not use water. At some point, people have to understand that these water treaties, compacts, and agreements are going to have to be restructured to account for global warming and the fact that the Colorado River is actually producing 20 to 30% less flow than it did back in 1922. The U.S. Geological Survey has said that indeed the Colorado was flowing 20 to 30% less water in 2023 than it did in 1922. And if that is indeed the case, people will have to learn how to do with less. And we're not talking about just doing with less temporarily. We're talking about doing with less from now on. All right, guys, well, while I have the opportunity, I might as well go ahead and close this one out because the battery indicator looks like I'm running out of juice. But anyways, guys, like always, if you found any of this information beneficial, useful, or even entertaining, please do me a kindness and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you really like videos like this, hit the notification bell down below. That way the YouTube algorithm will know to send you my videos every time I upload them to your home screen on your YouTube channel. So guys, without further ado, I'm gonna leave you at that. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Me and Maria out here want to say a special thank you again for coming out to our weekly water reports. Maria, anything you have to say?
Yeah, once again, thank you guys for coming with us, and I hope to see you again on the next video.
On the next video. You guys be well. Thanks again, guys. Bye now.
Bye.